Hey Life Center family, this is the last week to sign up for SOS, which is next Sunday, September the 8th. So sign up for great events that are going to be going on all over our community, including this event I'm at right now. It's the Hardin family, and there's a little girl. Her name is Renee Hardin, and we are building her a handicap ramp so that she can go outside for the first time by herself. So let me introduce you to the Hardins.
I'm David Hardin, and this is my wife, Kathy.
I'm Kathy Hardin, and our children are Seth, Jacob, Caleb, Elijah, Abigail, John Mark, Hannah, Gabriel, and Renee. 2009, we committed to a little girl that we found on the internet that was on a website advocated for special needs children. And we committed to her, and we waited, and we did all the paperwork and the home study, and we waited. And 2 years later, when we were expecting to be able to go get her, we got a call one day. She has spina bifida, and she has a shunt in her head because she has hydrocephaly. Her shunt had gotten infected, and they'd had to do a revision, which means they just change it out. And so they called us on Monday to let us know that they had done the surgery. On Wednesday, they called and said she's just not bouncing back from the surgery like she normally does. So on Friday, they called us again and said, if you want to see her before she dies, you need to come now. So the next day, Saturday, my oldest daughter, who was 13 at the time, she and I flew over to Armenia and went straight to the hospital and found our daughter laying in a room, no medical equipment at all, and pretty much near death.
In the process of getting her to America, we had numerous roadblocks in our way, and every time one would pop up, God would just knock it down, and there was no one else that could do it. In Armenia, they would not give a handicapped child an IV or even antibiotics because a child is seen as being a waste of resources.
They just had this tube draining outside of her head. So I'm on a plane with a child that's near death with the tube hanging out of her head. And we made it 24 hours. We went straight from the airport to Vanderbilt, and she stayed there for the next 3 months.
She's gotten to the point where she's healthy now, and now she's to the point where she's starting to blossom and branch out and think, I want to go outside by myself. Well, she has to wait on someone to help her get down the steps or to come in. If everybody runs in, she can't come in without someone helping her. And we were going to build her a handicap ramp so she could get in and out of the house easily. And we found out my wife has cancer, and we decided that we had to put on hold that ramp. And we prayed to God that if He wanted her to have a ramp to get in and out of the house by herself so she could be a little more independent, that He needed to help us provide for it because we just couldn't do it by ourselves.
Tell me what you are most excited about with your new ramp.
That I can go outside all by myself.
Are you excited? Well, guess what? We're excited for you. I can't wait.
Can't wait either.